Santa Fe is one of those cities that is officially considered a sanctuary and is at risk of losing federal funding under Trump's proposed policies. But the city's mayor, Javier Gonzales, says that he will not change its sanctuary status. Antonia Hylton went to Santa Fe, where the undocumented immigrant community is now in a no-win situation.
I think for the immigrant community, you could call it the American dream, having your job, having your home, having your family.
Maite Garcia came to the United States undocumented as a child. She has deferred action for childhood arrivals, an Obama administration program that gives temporary legal status to immigrants. She now works at HomeWise, a nonprofit organization for affordable housing assistance in Santa Fe. They receive hundreds of thousands of federal dollars through the city.
If it wasn't for this organization that I now work with, I don't think I could own this home.
Despite the risk of lost funding to organizations like HomeWise, the mayor, Javier Gonzales, is resolute in his defense of sanctuary law.
Santa Fe has never really been a city about trying to check the status at the door when you've come into our community. We do work with ICE when there are federal warrants issued for crime or violent crime. What we will not do is answer any requests from ICE to pursue any administrative warrants. And an administrative warrant basically says there's an individual in your community, go check their status. We just don't think that that should be a priority for our law enforcement.
In addition, Santa Fe police do not check the legal status of low-level offenders or the status of people during routine police encounters. If Trump follows through on his promise to defund Santa Fe because of these kinds of sanctuary laws that have been in place since 1999, the city could be out $6.1 million, or 2% of its annual budget. A small but critical portion.
There will be an impact if he successfully penalizes sanctuary cities. It could mean that first-time homebuyers who rely on federal community development block grants would not recognize that American dream of home ownership.
Not everyone thinks protecting sanctuary law is worth the consequences. Samuel Ledoux was a delegate for the Republican National Convention, and like many Mexicans in Santa Fe, his roots go back to the 17th century.
Can Santa Fe afford to lose another $6 million right now?
I really don't think we can. Recently, we had a financial crisis where the city had a $15 million deficit. And a lot of the projects that help the city just get by come from the federal government.
Santa Fe Latinos like Samuel like to say that the border crossed them. The city was previously Spanish and Mexican land. These long-standing Latino residents don't always identify with new immigrants. And some are afraid Mayor Gonzales is protecting undocumented people at their expense.
So it just seems to be a huge gamble that he is making on people who are more similar to him and our taxpayers and our voters, as opposed to people who are, extremely minority part of the community. The people like me and the people who have lived here for centuries will be affected by this the most.
Trump promises he'll cancel the city federal funding in his first 100 days, but it's likely not that simple. The Constitution does not allow immigration agents to force state workers to do their jobs for them. Congress can, however, create incentives and withhold some funds from states.
Is there sort of a sad irony to the fact that no matter what way this goes, some of the same people are going to be harmed no matter what?
This is the frustrating part of it. And we have huge challenges that we face because of the inequality that occurs in our city. And these types of policies are policies that directly cut through the fabric of communities that are striving to create opportunity and equal access to the American dream.